Hey, what's up, guys? It's Russo and Jordy with Backdoor Fantasy Sports. And sorry we didn't get a late night video out to you last night. Our schedules have honestly been crazy. And there was only a 4-game slate. The board wasn't populating fast, and we had such a busy morning. And so it was just, we couldn't get one out. But we already, like, this is a 4-game slate, but I'm not particularly liking a lot of what's on the board.
Yeah.
But I feel good about these plays. Obviously, we're not going to give you plays we don't feel good about, but we have 4 more plays for you. Last night was a rough night. I had KD 0.5 me on the PRA. He went for 35, took him over 35.5. I was just wrong about Jalen Brunson. Apparently, he's just a full-time facilitator. It looks like Karl Anthony Towns was the play to take last night because he went off. He started super hot. But yeah, Brunson just, I mean, they also dominated that game. So bad call on the Brunson pick. We had Yusuf Nurkic, who was playing pretty solid, didn't end up getting that many minutes. Miles Plumlee is playing so good that I think that this is turning into like a 2-man show, because Plumlee looks fast. He looks like athletic. He looks great. He's fitting Bud's system great. I was really happy with the outcome, obviously, as a Suns fan. But Nurkic really had me sweating early on, and then he started to rally a little bit, but he ended up ending with 10 rebounds. Took him at 11. I thought that was good. He had gone for 48 rebounds in the last 3 games before that, but then just ended up, and honestly, it's not just the game script. Like, Nurk actually looked a little tired out there. He wasn't moving like he had been in the last 3 games. He was being a little bit lazy, getting after the ball, getting out rebounded by like guards at some point. Like, I was just kind of like, damn, like where is the fire that we saw in the last 3 games?
To be fair, he did have like a crazy 3-game stretch, so like he's probably pretty tired.
Yeah.
That last game we saw was crazy, where he had like 30 points and like 15 rebounds or something. That was a really impressive game.
Yeah. And I have flashbacks of that 30 rebound game last year, and it's like, we know what this dude's capable of, but
yeah,
he just seemed a little bit gassed the whole game, unfortunately. So he ended up just going for 10. Derek Jones Jr. is the only play that came through on my end. 12.5 PRA. He ended up going for 18. I thought that seemed a little low, but it's tough. We put out 8 picks per slate, so every now and again we get on a burner and we're getting in rhythm. And then the last couple slates, it's been a little bit more rough, but it is a lot of picks to cash. And I know you had a little bit of a rough night too.
Yeah, not a little bit. I had a very rough night. It was just a bad shooting night for a lot of these guys, honestly. Like Jaden Ivey, he went 1 for 5 from 3. That's why I take those plays though. I always call them like volume plays. Like, they take a lot of attempts, so it's just hoping that they make 2 of them. Like, out of Jaden Ivey went 1 for 5s, and he had an opportunity late in the game. It was like the last shot of the game for Detroit on one drive they had. It was a very close game, and he just barely missed a 3. It rimmed in and out. It was really unfortunate. But the Devin Booker and Luka Doncic 3-pointer combo hit, that was my only play that hit yesterday. It was a rough day. He's not kidding. Thank God Luka Doncic had a crazy game, because Devin Booker went 1 for 6 from 3. It was just a bad shooting night for a lot of guys, except for Trae Young. He went crazy. But Luka Doncic went 5 for 8, so he had a pretty good shooting night there. So we cashed that one. They went for exactly 6. Fred VanVleet, he had a horrible game. He got lousy with the ball. He started turning the ball over, so they started having Dylan Brooks bring the ball up, and they were all handling the ball, and it did not look like Fred VanVleet was even a point guard. He just kept going to the side, like over on the corner 3, and was just sitting there. He looked completely out of it and just not in the game. OKC they kept turning the ball over, and OKC is the #1 team in points after a turnover, so you can't do that against them, or they'll just run you right out of the house. And then Lou Dort, he went 1 for 7 from 3. Like, just a horrible shooting night for him. He had 3 points in the whole game. That was his only point he made, was his 3-pointer that he hit in like the first quarter, so I felt good about it. But yeah, just rough. I mean, that's gonna happen. This is the nature of the game we play. Anyone that tells you they cash every single night is an absolute liar. I mean, whether or not they're just playing goblins or whatever it is, but I mean, some people, you know, just do like the 2-man thing and it's fun. But you know, we're giving you 8 picks. Of course, it's gonna be a little bumpy sometimes.
Yeah. So, let's talk about today's plays, because I feel good about these. And again, like, yeah, you got what you were aiming for with those 3-point props, which is the volume. You know, if he went for like 2 shots, then it's like, oh, maybe that wasn't a good pick. But that's all you can ask for, is that he's actually making the attempts, and they don't always go in. But all right, so if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, and give us a like. I know we just talked about how bad our plays did last night. I apologize for that, but we appreciate the support. We're going to get back in rhythm here. I can feel it. And let's start with today's slate. And then real quick about the partners. You guys have been killing it with the parlay play signups, and we really appreciate that. Like, you're helping support the channel by using our code Backdoor. You'll get 100% deposit match up to $200 plus a $5 promo play on parlay play. And since we're teamed up with them for this special offer, you're going to get 30 days in our premium Discord. All you have to do to take advantage of all that is just make sure you use the code. If you don't use the code, it's not going to activate the Discord. That's the way we have it set up with parlay play. And it takes about 24 hours for them to confirm. So they update us every day. So when you make your first deposit and you use code Backdoor, they let us know the following day from the time you deposited that, hey, this user used the code. And then we open up the Discord for 30 days from that point. So we're not going to start. It's not like, hey, I signed up and like I lost 2 of my days because parlay play. It's like, no, like as soon as we confirm with them, you get 30 days from that point. And you guys have just been joining the Discord. So it's awesome. We're happy to see all the new faces. So yeah, if you want to take advantage of that, email us at bdfantasysports@gmail.com. Just send us an email. We just need your Discord username, your parlay play username, and then within 24 hours, we should be able to get you into the Discord once we confirm with parlay play. And then we're also partnered with Underdog. So if you haven't signed up for Underdog yet, use code Backdoor. You'll get up to $1,000 in bonus cash, plus a free pick to help you cash your first slip. And I can't express how important it is to be diversifying the platforms you're on, because I used to just kind of stick to like 1 or 2. And then the more we've expanded, I'm like, I wish I would have done this a long time ago, because you're just going to find different value. And when you really start to dial in and you take advantage of the value that's on other platforms, it's going to help you cash more often. And then not to mention the discounts, they're all competing with each other, running different discounts, running different protected plays, you know. So you want to be diversified so you can take advantage of all of that. It's really important. So let's talk about the plays. Speaking of 3-pointers, I am going with RJ Barrett's 3-pointers tonight. 1.5. I looked at a bunch of his plays because I still like him a lot while Homeboy's out. I'm forgetting his name right now. But anyways, yeah, Scotty Barnes. I'll break all that down in a minute, but I'm taking 1.5 3-pointers for more. And then for Prizepicks and Underdog, I like Walker Kessler. I still, to this day, want to call him Walker Kessler Ranger. Like, it's so stupid, but it just pops into my head. But Walker Kessler, I'm going over his blocks and steals on Underdog and Prizepicks. 2.5. I love this play. This dude is a defensive monster. We'll break it all down, but parlay play doesn't have the blocks and steals together. So I'm just taking the 1.5 blocks. It's only a 1.4x, but with Barrett, since Barrett is a 1.82x, we're still getting 2.5x. So if you're looking for like a heftier 2-man, use one of the other platforms, because that should be the full 3x. But yeah, I mean, like if you want to get spicy with it, you could take his 2.5 blocks, because that's the majority of what he's been doing. But I'll break all that down in a minute. What are you getting into, Jordy?
Yeah, so I'm going to be taking Grady Dick for over 1.5 assists. And then I'm taking Lauri Markkanen for over 19 points. On parlay play, we're switching up just a little bit. They don't have the Grady Dick assists, so we're going with his points rebounds at 18.5. I really like that line as well. And then on Underdog, we are getting the assists, and Larry Markkinen's points on parlay play and Underdog are just at 19.5, but I don't care about the half a point bump. So I do like both of those to go over. So that's what I'm going to be rolling with.
All right. Well, let's start breaking it down. If we take a look at Barrett, he's only missed this in one game this year. And just like Jordy was talking about, the main thing we want to look at is the attempts. Because if we want him to go for 2, we don't, unless someone's just shooting lights out, if they're averaging like 4 attempts a game, like that's not a good line, but he's averaging 7 attempts a game through 2024. About 33 minutes per game, just 3 fouls, not getting in foul trouble, has a good matchup, 23rd in 3-pointers allowed. And as far as injuries go, we got Scotty Barnes still out, Bruce Brown still out, Kelly Olynyk out, which doesn't affect him as much, obviously. But Emmanuel Quickley, we're still not sure. They tell us every single game he's a game time decision. So something's keeping him out a little bit longer. And then Garrett Temple, also a game time decision. So I was looking at this over under here, and 225 over under. Clippers favored by 6, and we're playing in LA. So nice, it's not predicted for a blowout, but that's what we thought yesterday with the Bucks and the Knicks, and that was just a nasty game. Like, speaking of, I'm not going to go off too long on it, but my God, do the Bucks look bad this year? Like, I don't know what's going on over there. I know is it just that they're missing Middleton that bad, or I mean, like, they just, as a team, they don't look good. I was pretty shocked that they got down by so much so early last night, but yeah, so I'm feeling good about him going over this. I thought about taking his points alone, thought about the rebounds and assists. So there's a couple pivots if you'd like. The rebounds and assists do look pretty good. The points are just a little bit like, if he hits these points, it's probably going to be on the path of getting 2 3-pointers in there if he goes for 23 points, I would imagine. So I'm just going to take the 1.5 threes. If you wanted to consider the rebounds and assists, I do think it looks pretty good. He's coming off that game where he only went for 6 against Sacramento. The matchup's a little bit softer, 27th in rebounds allowed, 9th in assists allowed. But again, I'm just going to go with the 3-pointers tonight, hope that he cashes them early so it's a sweat-free. If we take a look at daily grind for this play, so on Prizepicks, they don't like that rebounds and assists bump because it's bumped up to 11. It's 10.5, but then you got some 11.5s on different platforms. So go with your gut. The 3-pointers made, they like that to go over. It's just, a 50.37% odds to hit the over. So it's not like super juiced or anything. You can't really get too crazy with the odds unless this was like 1.5 for like Steph Curry or something. But I like him to get this done. Especially with this board, I feel a little bit better about this play. And then Walker Kessler, if you guys have looked into this prop already, he has been a monster, and I wish this kid could get more minutes. He's averaging 27.4 minutes per game, 2.4 fouls, while just being absolutely dominant on defense. Like, that's always so impressive to me when guys are like that active on defense and not getting in foul trouble because you're swiping at the ball all the time. But he's only missed this one game this year. 2.5 blocks and steals, one game this year on 27 minutes. So very impressive. He's got a soft matchup, 20th in steals allowed to centers, 13th in blocks allowed. So I'm feeling good about him going over this. And the reason I said so for parlay play, I'm just taking the blocks at 1.5 since I can't get the combo. But the majority of the time, what he's doing defensively is blocking. So we've got 4 games straight where he's gone for 3 blocks or more. And then this game against Denver where he went for 5 blocks. So, I mean, if you want to bump that up on parlay play, let's see how much the multiplier was. It's not the riskiest play in the world. Like, I'll take the 1.4x to be on the safe side, but that 2.5 blocks is 2.39x, which would bump you up to a 4.35 multiplier on a 2-man slip. But again, he's gone 4 straight games with hitting that 2.5. So it's a little riskier. I'm probably going to just go with the 1.5, but maybe I'll make another slip and just throw the 2.5 in there, because there's a good chance that if he cashes this blocks and steals on these other platforms, that it was 3 blocks. So go with your gut. But yeah, obviously a little bit safer going with the combo there with the blocks and steals. If we take a look at daily grind here for this play, they've got this favored to go over, 51.31% odds to hit the over, minus 121. Everybody that has this prop available is favoring it to go over. So that's going to be what I'm going with tonight. And if you guys want to check out Outlier, I can't tell you enough how important this is for what we do, especially when you get fast at it. Like they just give you everything you need. And the subscription is actually pretty reasonable. You can go with like the EV, like the premium and get like the EV plus if you go with their pro plan, which is killer. But even if you just get the basic plan, you get so much for that. Being able to go through all of these different statistics about the player. You can, if you know a player is going to be out, you can take that player out of the equation. Like Taylor Hendricks is out, so I can just like click that and it'll show me what Kessler's stats look like without Taylor on the floor. I think that's so cool. And then you got your matchups, obviously. And then injury reports. I use this every single day for updated injury reports. And then insights about the players. This is really cool. They give you, they look for props for you that they think look good. And then they give you a little note about why it looks good. And then they point you in that direction. You can literally click on the platform you want to take it on and it'll take it on that platform for you. It's really cool. Outlier gives you a ton of value for the price, but they're going to let you try it out for free. So if you go through the link in the description, they're going to give all of our viewers 7 days to try it out for free because they just really know that they're giving you something awesome. It's like, try it, see for yourself. So go through that link, take advantage of it for a week. Even if you don't want to keep going, just try it out for a week. All right, Jordy, let's get into your plays.
All right. Yeah. So I'm going to be taking Grady Dick here. They did bump Lauri Markkanen on the Prizepicks to 19.5. I knew they would. I'm glad they just did it now so we can talk about it. But yeah, so to get into this first player, let's talk about Grady here. I like this play a lot. He's been getting a lot more minutes this year. You know, he's like, I guess you could say a certified starter at this point. He's playing almost 40 minutes a game in some of these games. And he's been hitting this line quite a bit. 6 out of the 9 games he's played this year, he's hit this line. And the one head-to-head they've had this year, he hit this line on just 21 minutes. So the 1.5 assists is a really, really good line. If you're looking at the matchups here, the shooting guard, they're 9th in assists. The point guard, they're 23rd in assists. Overall, they're 1st in assists allowed. So the Clippers are playing good defense this year. But I still like this line because Grady's he's a really good player. Like when you watch him, he kind of is like I would say a better scoring version of like Josh Giddey, because Josh Giddey has like a lot of strong suits when it comes to like just finding the open guy when he has to and stuff like that. Obviously that's what he tries to do more, but I feel like if Grady ever was like put into like a point guard role, I think he would do really good because his overall game just looks super solid. So yeah, I like the assist line at 1.5 for sure. If you look at his potential assists per game, in some of these games he's getting up to 7 potential assists per game, 6. So I like it a lot. Some of these are not right because it's saying he only had 3 potential assists here, but he went for 4. So some of these are off for sure, but gonna be going with the 1.5 assists over. If we look at this on daily grind, it is juiced to go over at a minus 127 and a 51.52% chance to go over. So liking what we're seeing there. Next up, we got Lauri Markkanen for over 19.5 points. We're getting this on every platform. I love this play. I was looking at his 3-point attempts for over 6, which I really like in this matchup as well. You know, this is he's had like a little bit of a rocky start this year with like his injury and stuff like that. So his scoring has not been the prettiest, but they are saying he's going to be off his minute restriction tonight. So hopefully he can get over this 19.5 point line. Honestly, I just think it's because he's in a little bit of a shooting slump. Like he had 6 3-point attempts, he only made 2. His just shooting percentages are down. He shot 10 field goal attempts and only made 3 of them in the last game. So I think he can get it together. Those against Milwaukee, they're really tough to play against, and you know, it's I think we got a better matchup here for him tonight. Overall, they're 4th in points allowed, so San Antonio is definitely playing good defense this year, but he matches up pretty well against them. In all 3 head-to-heads, he's had 31 points, 26, and 25. So I think Markkanen gets the ship rolling tonight. He's his statement after the Milwaukee loss was pretty brutal. He was saying that like he just has to be better, and he's playing like trash right now, and he's ready to just be back full time and everything. So hopefully that's the case tonight. He's not on the injury report at all. Keontae George is. Obviously Taylor Hendricks had that horrible leg break, so he's not in. But yeah, no Jeremy Sochan tonight too, so that helps on the defensive side of things. So that guy's a heck of a defender, so him being out tonight is definitely going to help the cause. And if we look at this on Daily Grind, his points are juiced. They were at 19, they were a 53.48% chance to go over, and a minus 134. When we refresh now, his points are a 50-50 chance to go over at a minus 119. But at that 19 line, they liked it at a minus 134 to go over. So they were liking the push. I like it to still go over. I think he can go for 20 points, no problem. This line will definitely be bumping up later on in the season because he gets over this constantly. So liking what I'm seeing here. Going to be taking both of those for the over. If you guys want to check out this app from Daily Grind, this is their DFS optimizer in their tools section. You can see they have 3 different tools. They have the optimizer, the middling tool, and the AI slip generator. And they kind of tell you how they find the differences in fantasy scores if you click on that tab. So it's a really cool platform. They help you out a lot. If you're serious about DFS and you do this a lot, the Daily Grind Optimizer is probably one of the best tools you can get. Honestly, it just helps you cash a lot more. Gives you a lot of the good plays right up front. As you can see, they have this 3-point combo I really like too. Victor Wembanyama and Lauri Markkanen for over 4.5 3-pointers. That's a great line. I like that one too. But that's the kind of stuff you can find on here. If I take this away, you'll see it'll just give me all the top plays right here for every platform, every sport, whatever it is. And you can go on here and just make some of the top plays and put them all together and just get a ton of value out of it. So if this is something you're interested in, use the link in the description below and they'll give you 25% off of your first purchase if you use code Backdoor at checkout. So they'll just give you whether you want to lock it in for a year or a month or whatever it is, they'll give you that 25% off. So definitely go check them out. Use code Backdoor. If you guys want to check out Chalkboard, they're another DFS platform like Prizepicks or Underdog, whatever it is. But they have a ton of alt lines and they run a ton of specials. The other day they had like 10 specials for the NBA rolling. So it's just a lot of fun. They give you good multipliers over there as well. So a lot of their specials are like boosted multipliers. So they'll give you like Grady Dick's assist and they'll just put it at like a 2x instead of it being a regular multiplier. So it's a lot of fun over there. Go use code Backdoor over there and they'll give you a 100% match up to $100 and they'll give you a free play to help you cash your first slip. So that's going to cover it all for me on mine.
All right. Well, if you want to come join our Discord community, we have a lot of fun, and we have another analyst in here, Moose, little mini celebrity in here because the dude is just a monster with the 2-mans, just cashing for us all the time. And shout out to Cell Beats. This dude has been on an absolute heater on FanDuel, just cashing every single slate. So good job, bro. We love that dude. But yeah, if you want to come join us, we honestly just have a lot of fun. Great community. You can take advantage of the Parlay Play promo and use that code Backdoor and you'll get 30 days in here. But if you want to just jump right in, go through the Patreon link, and we use Patreon to manage our subscriptions. All you have to do is sign up through Patreon. You go into your Patreon settings, you go to the connected apps option in the menu bar, and then you just connect your Discord. They have an option for you to sign in right there. Once you do that, you can jump in the Discord, hop in the community chat, let us know that you're new, because we just like to get to know you. We're a big family in here and we want to make sure you're getting the most out of it. So we kind of like show you around a little bit, give you a little bit of a direction because we have a lot of different channels in here. So you want to make sure you get the most out of it. But yeah, just sign up through that. If you want to come follow us on our socials, let me make sure this is okay. Thank God. Nothing political popping up. Spoke too soon. All right. All right. So it's just at Backdoor FS, and you can follow us on X, TikTok, Instagram. We're on all of those. We're on Facebook too. We just Facebook gets whatever we do on Instagram. It's just connected, but we don't really hop on Facebook often. But you can follow me, Jordy, Moose. All of our handles are in the description of the video. And then if you want to follow the main account, Backdoor FS, yeah, come follow us. Let's chat during the games, or let's talk about plays. Speaking of plays, Moose drops plays every single day. He put out plays yesterday that cashed. He puts it out on his X account, puts out free plays, and then he has plays that are exclusively for the Discord. But yeah, he's super active, so he's a great follow. If you guys want to follow any of us, it's all right there. But we appreciate you guys so much. We're going to get back on track here. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next video.
Good luck, guys.